Hey you guys, hope everybody is doing well. Good morning. It's early. I'm usually up in the morning because my boyfriend goes to work, so. Anyway, so last night was, or the 6th, was a new moon. First off, I feel like any of you who messed with magic on that and you've been warned, you gonna see some shit happen in your life. All right, I hope that people are staying away from that because it doesn't seem to be affecting anybody but you guys now. Anyhow, the two gist cards that I got, the first one was Father and the second one was Miser. So some of you have a miserable father figure that I don't know if you're in contact with this father or not. But there's a father figure. It doesn't have to be your father. It could be a stepfather, a grandfather, or somebody that you're with that is a father that is, people are seeing that they're just miserable. All right? This is what I'm getting from this, but let's get into it. All right? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, the highest white light, please allow me to receive this message as clear and concise as possible. Please block out any negative energy that would keep me from doing so. Thank you for your guidance and your support and your love always. I love you. Okay. Clarify Father, please. Somebody's father may be getting... Somebody's father may have been diagnosed with cancer, colon cancer probably. I don't know when that's... Somebody's father may need to eat healthier. Somebody's father may need to change their diet. Somebody may have like hereditary, like cancer in their genes, maybe like hereditary, like to have cancer or stomach problems. So somebody may need to literally change their diet in order to move forward. So if this is an illness and somebody got diagnosed with some kind of like serious illness, it's going to mean that they're going to have to change their entire diet, whatever this is. So they're going to have to walk away. Yeah, they may have to walk away from junk food, coffee, fried food. All right. This could also be like, because I learned about when you're miserable on the inside and you just carry like hatred or you can't let go of things, or I said this before, it manifests into illnesses. Like if it either will manifest as a heart problem or a stomach problem, but when you hold on to things and you can't just let things go, I feel like this is somebody who may have had like anger or hatred or just ugliness in their heart for a while, and either people are starting to see this or it's actually manifesting itself into a sickness. All right, clarify 8 of Wands, please. I feel like you moved on from this father. You may be doing better since you moved away from this father too, with the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Like you moved on and you seem to be doing better not around this father, or people are realizing that they're better when they're not around this father figure. What's the 8 of Wands, please? Yeah, you stood your ground. You moved forward and stood your ground. So this is definitely about you possibly walking away from a father figure in your life. Somebody could be 62. Your father could be 62, or you could, I don't know. Somebody's on subscriptions, prescriptions. I don't know what that was, why I said that. Oh, somebody needs to take it easy, though. Yeah, I feel like you're very loving and you're very intuitive, and you may have been around a father that maybe didn't show you a lot of love. Maybe he was there for other things, but I don't feel like you got a lot of love from this father. All right? Yeah, this 10 of Cups is a family. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. The Moon. So there's some secrets here. Or it's just that this father has a dark side. Something could have happened 2 years ago or a couple of years ago that maybe this father's holding on to or that made you walk away. The number 19 could be significant to somebody. But there's some kind of secrets. Yeah, there's the Emperor at the bottom. This is definitely a father, I feel like. For a lot of you, this is a father. Your father could have had secrets, and maybe it's coming out when you walked away. Maybe the secrets are that this person wasn't who they claimed to be in front of people. There's the Eight of Cups again, walking away. The other people could be walking away. They could be seeing this person as just impossible to get along with, or this person just, they could have possibly just changed, or maybe they were hiding the fact that they were this miser type energy for a long time. There could be two daughters. You could, I mean, it could be you. If you are the Queen of Cups, it could be you and another child that walked away from this father. You walked away and you didn't look back. Somebody walked away and or you felt like you needed to walk away, or maybe this father walked away from you, but whatever it was, like you were like, cool. Somebody was like, cool. Like no resistance. I feel like you were just like, either you had enough and you felt like, I can't do this no more. Or you were just like, all right, I don't beg people to be in my life. You walked away and you stayed away. Yeah. Okay, what is this Seven of Swords, please? What is this Seven of Swords? For some of you, your father stole from you. That's for some of you. Not all of you, though. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you didn't feel like it was equal give and take with this person. This could have been financially, or it just could have been, like, emotionally. With the Queen of Cups, like, again, I'm drawn again to the Queen of Cups in this deck, and she just looks like, damn, like, I give love, but I can't get the shit, you know? Like, maybe you were loving towards your father, and you didn't get that in return. So, you just deuced out and shit. I don't know. Sometimes yes, facts, yes. There's really nothing else you can do and shit like that, because I've been in a situation where I realized when I walked away, and it wasn't until I walked away that I realized, wow, like my dad never really was loving. He was very like closed off in that department, but I don't hold any grudges because I know that he didn't see that from his family, because I know he had a really rough childhood. But as parents, we need to break this generational curse of like being just like our parent. When does it stop? Right? Because then you wind up being like that towards your child. Or in my case, I was like very loving to my son. It was like kind of the opposite for me. Like my dad was a good provider, but he wasn't good at showing love. I was good at showing love, but I wasn't a good provider. You see, so it's kind of weird how that works out, I guess. But nobody is a perfect parent. But it's so much easier when you can admit the shit that you fell short on, because there's a lot of people who think that they're the best parents in the world, and if it wasn't for you, and that's not true. That is not we all have flaws in the parenting department. Every one of us. But be careful starting to admit so many flaws that now you look like the only person in the family or the group or the friend group or wherever you're at, and then people start feeling like it's okay now for them to hide theirs because you will admit all yours, because that shit happened to me too. You know, I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Somebody needed to hear that. Like, I find that when I'm explaining situations, and my boyfriend even said this, like, you always are saying, yeah, but I did this too. Like, as empaths, and this is a lot of the reason why a lot of empathic people, we don't brag about shit about ourselves. And the reason is because most of us were only told about our mistakes. They were only, those are the only things that were spoken about. You know, we did all kinds of great and amazing things, but if it wasn't said, then usually those great things were said by an outside party. And then our close people were like, yeah, they are, aren't they? Right? It was like in agreement, but it didn't actually come from the mouths of the people closest to you. The things that came from the mouths of the people closest to you was your mistakes. So now as empaths, we grow up and we always say our mistakes before we say our achievements, and that needs to stop. And I'm working on that too myself. But that needs to stop. I don't know why I felt the need to say that too. There's a reason for everything. So somebody needed to hear this. So maybe there wasn't equal give and take in a housing situation with the Ace of Cups, or just emotional. This Ace of Cups to me, because I'm drawn again to like the water, the tears. Like there was not any emotion, I feel like, at all. And I feel like you've been, like, you feel like worn out, or like you've been through a battle with this. Like when you're on a one-sided emotional relationship, whether that is a marriage, a relationship, whether it's a family situation, it drains the shit out of you, and you wind up looking like this, like you done got washed up off the ocean and shit. So you chose to invest in yourself, and that was probably, Empress. There you are. You don't have to be a Libra or a Taurus, but you can definitely just embody the Empress has been through a lot of shit, and she still remains whole. She still looks like this at the end of the day. No one ever knows what this Empress went through because she doesn't show it on the outside. And that's why a lot of people misjudge this Empress type energy. They think that they had silver spoon in their mouth. And believe me, when I tell you, it was very far from the shit. All right? I'm sure I speak for a lot of females who just keep it together because you're resilient. And people can't stand you for that. Oh, well. You know, don't get mad at me because I'm strong and you break at every little thing. Don't get mad at me because you wish that you could acquire the attributes that I have, where every time I get kicked, I get back up, and not only did I get back up, but I do a triple Indian shit. So, yeah, you didn't feel like it was equal give and take, and you felt betrayed. Your father may have betrayed you. For a lot of you, you were betrayed by your dad. He wasn't there, maybe ever. Or he may have put his hands on you or verbally abused you, or for some of you even worse. And if that was the case, I'm very sorry. You know, but we all have, some are worse than others. There's always somebody who has it worse too, and there's always somebody who has it better. Remember that. What's this Ace of Cups, please? What's this Ace of Cups, please? If you were like saying that your father was miserable and people were like taking this person's side, and then there's, for some of you, your dad's had the whole family turned against you. Because for, you know, what happens in family dynamics is like the older people always seem to be listened to, and the kids are just kids. I think people are starting to realize now that the kids see things through eyes of a child. When you can still walk in your innocence and you have your awakening and you see things like in life through the eyes of a child, you see the beauty in everything, you see things for what they really are. I think people are starting to see, like, just because you're an older person doesn't mean that you're more wise. Just because you're a grandparent or a parent or you're older doesn't mean that you know more. For some of us and some of you, like, your kids are more wise than you are because they're old souls. Depends on your soul. Not the age of your physical body. It depends on your soul. Yeah, you're a healer. You're the star of the family. You were probably the scapegoat or the black sheep, but really we're finding out that this black sheep and the scapegoats were actually the stars of the family. They were the healers. They were the earth angels of the family. It's very clever how the universe did this. Yeah, you may be healing your family, or you may have healed your dad, or, you know, for some of you, they can't be healed. King of Wands, this father could be a karmic father from a past life. Or, you know, what is this King of Wands here? Queen of Pentacles. This could be this could very well, this could be somebody that you're with too. You could have healed somebody you're with, this King of Wands energy. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just somebody that has a lot of passion and loves you very much. Maybe this King of Wands had a father situation too, and maybe you were sent into this person's life to heal them. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, though, or Pisces are the two major arcanas that I see here. But you had miser, like cold fathers. These fathers were cold. And it's like, do you want to carry that generational curse on and be the cold father towards your kids too? Or do you want to break that shit, right? You could have very well healed somebody in your life. If there's a masculine energy in your life that had a similar situation with a father where they didn't really feel close to this father, you could have very well healed this person as well. That's sweet. Oh. What's this Two of Wands? What's this Two of Wands? You're very intuitive with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands and the Star card. Like, you're very intuitive. You are most likely like a light worker. Maybe you felt stuck. Maybe some of you actually feel stuck. Like you're torn, like you don't know whether to walk away from this father or not. Maybe because a belief system says, like, love thy father and my mother. Now listen, I know it says that shit in the Bible and shit, but there's a lot of shit in the Bible that will hurt you more than it will help you. That's one of them. Honor thy father and thy mother. What? Even if they molest me? That sounds more like the other side to me. I'm going to keep it 100. But God don't want you honoring a father or a mother if they molest you, if they pimp you out, if they put their hands on you or verbally assault you. Believe me when I tell you this. This is another way that Christianity shit can become a trap. Because you will wind up staying with a husband or staying with a wife that damn near kills you because you think you owe it and God said so. No, believe me when I tell you, God does not want you staying in toxic relationships. Why would the Most High God want to keep you stuck in a relationship where you're not happy and you're not being appreciated? Think logically on that. Because a lot of people are stuck in shit, and maybe somebody needs to hear this. Maybe you're torn as to whether you're supposed to walk away from family or not. I'm going to tell you, I walked away from mine. At first I thought they walked away from me, but then everything starts to make sense that when you talk about energy, my energy changed. I wasn't needy anymore, and I wasn't the damsel in distress anymore. I didn't have the problems I had anymore. So it didn't make them look like they were always there to fix me and hide behind their problems anymore. So the energy wouldn't allow it to happen. Also, it's a combination of that, and God separates you from them because He wants you to heal. And a lot of times you go back and you heal the family because they absolutely need healing. They've hid too many things. They've sat on too many problems of their own, focused on the black sheep of the family. So maybe some of you, and I'm a better person. This isn't because my family was bad. I just didn't realize what a detriment it was being a people pleaser to my family and living and trying to be the person that they wanted me to be. When you pull yourself away, you see the person you really are, and you're complete opposite of what you were when you were in that family dynamic. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, it needs to happen in order for you to grow and find out who you really are. So if someone's like thinking like, is it wrong to walk away from family? No, it's not. It's not. If this family is keeping you from being the best version of yourself, absolutely walk away. You don't have to walk away permanently, but you do have to walk away in order to find out who the fuck you really are and what you really like. And forgive yourself for shit that you did, and forgive them and ask for their forgiveness. But it's like, if they don't talk to you or they ghost you, then that's fine. God will work on their asses, right? You forgive them, forgive yourself for them. That's what you do. Forgive everybody for you. If people think that they're going to keep you stuck because they think you need forgiveness, I fungul and walk away and forgive them, because it'll keep you stuck. I have literally freed myself from a lot of shit, a lot of faulty belief systems that like you have to be there for your family every single time they need you and put them first. No, put your damn self first. Put yourself first. You're no good to anybody else unless you're good to yourself. What is this? Oh, thank you. Yeah, look, you took a leap of faith. You took a leap. I was just talking about the belief. You took a leap of faith and you stepped out of You know, maybe you thought you were tight with your dad. A lot of you are very close with your dads, but you're missing something, or you feel like there's something else you should be doing. There's some kind of like unequal give and take here, whether it's financial or whether it's emotional or something, but it's like some of you need to walk away, or you have. Yeah, or you have. What is this Fool, please? What is this Fool, please? You were stuck. I feel like you were stuck with this Hangman, but then you now you're like freed yourself. It's like that I was lost, but now I'm free shit, you know, and you probably didn't know what it was going to be like. But you're noticing that when you're healed, yeah, you did something totally different. Whatever this Three of Pentacles is like you're talented. You realize that your talent, you have a lot of other talents. You're starting to realize things that you like. You see how this chick is painting in there? Like maybe you're starting to get into more creative things like writing or painting. Or like for me, it was this. It was like astrology and tarot and learning about my chakras and learning about like I became spiritual. Well, we're all spiritual beings, but I focus more on my spirituality. I don't feel like you have to have a title to some shit. You don't have to be Buddhist. You know, you don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be, what are some of the other ones? Like Hindu. It's like, I don't really feel like you need a title. We are all spiritual beings, every one of us. I think when you start putting titles on shit, that's when that causes separation, just like the color thing did. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I am just me. And I believe in what I believe in. And I say how I feel. And if people are not going to like what you say, you have to not give a shit what people's responses. Because if people are going to have their opinions, whether you agree with it or not, so worrying about those opinions is going to keep you from being the best version of yourself. So you started focusing on other things and being creative here. Yeah, you learned how to balance. You learned how to balance whether this was money, resources, your energy, and you moved on. And that moving on maybe caused a tower for some people. Maybe the tower is that people are starting to realize who they are. Maybe these people that were in your life, this father, maybe, I don't know if it was your whole family. Let's pull an oracle card. So, fertility. What's an oracle card? Your solar plexus chakra. So your creativity, yeah. Some of you need to eat better. And a lot of you are becoming more creative and seeing that like there are things that you were interested in that maybe you didn't realize you were interested in. You're realizing you don't have to be professional at some shit to get into some shit. You can do art. You can write. You can try poetry. You don't have to be, but a lot of times it's like if we don't master the shit, we don't want to do it. You don't have to do it to make money off it. You don't have to do it to come up. Excuse me, hold on. All right, so, I mean, I don't know. I hope this helps somebody. If you're having a problem with a father figure, I feel like people, if you did walk away and you were saying things and people were like shocked at what you were saying, I feel like people are starting to see what you were saying and what you were talking about. For those of you who have like a father that just seems to be like miserable and nothing can make them happy and they had this love of money, then they didn't have a love of you. And for some of you, you need to do this. But it's about breaking free and being who you want to be at the end of the day. So I hope this helps somebody. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. I will be back later. Bye.